I would just like to maybe to challenge you a little bit on why we should care about animal well-being and welfare. And you mentioned animal decency before. It occurs to me, at least, that there can be two different reasons for caring about animal welfare. One is the extent to which an animal is capable of suffering. And the other extent is the other one is the extent to which the survival of an animal is crucial for long-term the ecological balance or something like that. But it sounded like you were also alluding to something like just because an animal has survived in the world for 60,000 years, it has a certain decency and a right to exist or something like that. And I would very much question that kind of thinking. Like in the grand scheme of the history of life on this planet, like 99% of all species has gone extinct. Nature in general doesn't really care about the survival of different species, no matter how long they've existed.
Okay.
So maybe you could just say a little bit more about why we should care about the survival of different.
Why should we care? It's a good question. My view is a little different from most ecologists. What you're talking about is the balance of species. The only certainty in this world is change, and as you say, populations come, populations go, and there is no balance of nature. I discovered this a little while ago. You know, people speak about the balance of nature. There is only change in nature, and certainly animals become extinct, etc., etc. My view is that every single animal matters. It's not just about populations, it's not about numbers, it's not about survival of a species. It's about one animal here, like you, sir, who has feelings, who has dreams, who maybe has a family. To me, I regard it as a first principle that any creature that has feelings is worthy of respect and care. So it's really not about populations to me, and it's not about balances. It's about caring about a soul, a person, an animal. Some of us, we have double standards. A lot of us have cats and dogs, and we'd be mortified if something happens to them, And yet we think it's fine for cows to be bred, and for the only purpose of being killed for food. A lot of us think it's okay to go out and have fun destroying animals. It still goes on. And to me, this is inhuman. To me, this is the darker side of human nature, which we should be growing out of. We are human beings, and if we are given any chance on this planet to be special, it should be that we rise above these feelings of not caring. So why do I care? I think it's a first principle for me. It's a bit like Martin Luther King saying, we hold it self-evident. To me, I hold it self-evident that every single animal is worthy of some respect.
To the extent they can suffer?
It is a kind of a case of minimum assumption, I suppose. You see a dog or a horse, and in so many ways they are so similar to us. It would be really illogical to assume that they don't have feelings, that they don't feel pain, that they don't have aspirations. Physical pain and mental pain, and I think that's been ignored very much. Yeah, to me, no, I can't prove it to you, but I can't prove that I feel to you either. But to me, it's a minimum assumption. You look around and you see creatures enjoying the sunshine, and why do you think they're any different from us? That they're not robots, they're not made of different stuff from us. We're all made of the same stuff. So to me, that is not a very big assumption to say that every animal is worthy of decent treatment, a decent life and a decent death, and not to have unnecessary suffering.